really good article on theatlantic.com. It's about, are we coddling children? And how they're talking about how professors in colleges are getting really nervous that these kids are so neo-Nazi liberal now. They're so overly sensitive, and that they take everything personal, and that we're protecting them from words. You know, because somebody brought some. There was this doctor on Bill Maher, and he was talking about how kids today don't have a war. There's no Vietnam for them to rage against. So now what their rage is political correctness, which is anything they don't like. These kids, they don't know anything. They don't know what to get angry at, so this is all they have. So MTV, have you ever tried to watch MTV's like PSAs? They're unbearable. They ran a PSA one time. That was it's just, you grow up and be a giant twat. That's what should be the name of the PSA. Get overly sensitive about anything that might infer somebody having prejudice. Not even saying it, maybe a thought of saying it. It's like, do you want to be a twat when you grow up? And that's basically what this article is. It's if you want Google and read it, it's really good. It's called The Coddling of America, and it's basically by George. Oh, I'm not even gonna say the name, but they go in about how these kids, they're just overly sensitive, and Jerry Seinfeld kind of got into about how his daughter doesn't know really what sexism and racism is. She just hears buzzwords and goes fucking crazy, and that's really what it is. So I'm saying this: if you're in college, I don't want to hear what your thoughts are on racism and sexism, because you haven't experienced yet. I've been through college. I thought college was going to be life. No, college is the golden years of your life, where all you're doing is fucking and drinking, and occasionally you have to do some multiple choice tests where the answer is pretty obvious, and you get a B, and you get through life, and you'll never use anything you learned in college in real life. You just get a degree that says you were a sucker. I went to college. I banged the chicks. That's all it says, is I fucked these people who went to this college at this time. You know what I want to do? I want to do what Israel does, where they make everybody join the military but not join the military. I want to make it so everybody in this country has to work the graveyard shift at Denny's for 1 fucking year. Everybody. I don't want to hear your views on comedy if you haven't worked a shit-ass job in your life. You have to work 1 year doing the graveyard shift at Denny's, and you can experience fucking humanity at its worst. And then you tell me if you're sensitive about black jokes and gay jokes and Asian jokes and Mexican jokes. If everybody worked at Denny's for 1 year, the world would be such a better place. If you have got shit on your chest for 1 year for minimum wage, and the fucking 5% tip on a fucking $30 check, we'll see if you really are worried about people's feelings then. If you have not worked a shit job where you feel completely underappreciated and sexually harassed by your boss and fucking screamed and fucking threatened by violence by drunk cholos at fucking 2 in the morning, then you should not be telling me about what I can and cannot say on fucking stage.